Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm back again with another video. Today I want to talk about, should you upgrade from the Note 10 Plus to the Note 20 Ultra? It's up to you, really. Now, some people don't feel like it's an upgrade, it's a worthy upgrade. Some people do. A lot of people don't think that the Note 20 Ultra is a worthy upgrade from the Note 9. They also don't feel that the Note 10 Plus is a worthy upgrade from the Note 9. I beg to differ on both those because I believe both of these devices are clearly an upgrade from the Note 9. Now, I know the Note 9, I know these are missing some things that the Note 9 had, such as the headphone jack, LED notification, the heart rate monitor, and the iris sensor, okay? Those four things. But just because these two don't have those four things does not mean that the Note 9 is a better overall device than this. Now, that's going to be a matter of opinion. Now, I don't agree that it's a better device over these two, but it's just a matter of opinion. To each his own. Now, the reason why I can say that these are better, because I have both of these. And I also have the Note 9. I've used all three extensively. And both of these devices are an upgrade from that device, even though these two are missing things that that device have. Doesn't mean that it's not a better overall device. All right, but this is not about including the Note 9 in this, because people are going to have their opinion. They're going to disagree, and that's cool. We're all here to have our own opinions, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I don't expect people to agree with everything I say. No, I don't. I don't expect that. Okay, my opinion is my opinion based on my experience. It's not just me just throwing words up into the air and just, oh, I just feel as though. No, it's based on my experience. Now, for those of you that have had all three devices, the Note 9, the Note 10 Plus, and the Note 20 Ultra, and you still like the Note 9 better, I respect that because you've experienced all three. But if you have not even taken a chance, taken the opportunity to even have all three, I mean, if you still want to say, I'm just going to say it's better because I have, things that I want, that's cool. I'm not here to argue with nobody about nothing. These videos is all based on my opinion and my experience with devices. And that's it. All right. So let's get started. Now, there are 21 differences between these two devices. So I'm going to do this a little different. Now, I normally do it 12 gigs of RAM, 12 gigs of RAM. I usually do it like that. I'm going to do it a little different just to save a little time, okay? Now, I'm going to basically just tell you the differences from the Note 20 Ultra than that of the Note 10 Plus. Now, I'm going to make it clear, I love both of these devices. Both of these devices are great. They're Notes. This is the last official Note, but I love the Note 10 Plus. Excuse me. It's been working great for me for over 2 years. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm just waiting for it to get Android 12 and One UI 4.0. Other than that, I love this device. All right, so let's talk about the first difference. The first difference between the Note 20 Ultra and the Note 10 Plus is the Note 20 Ultra has a 6.9-inch display, while the Note 10 Plus has a 6.8-inch display. So as you can see, it's a bigger device. It's not much bigger. It's just an inch, but it's definitely a bigger device. Okay? Now, if you're a person like me that likes big, giant devices, that's something you might be interested in. All right. The Note 20 Ultra has a wider device than that of the Note 10 Plus. Now, it's not super wider, but you should be able to see the difference. Now, I forgot to turn this bad boy on. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, so if you can really see, this is definitely slightly wider than the Note 10 Plus. Okay, not the biggest deal in the world, but if you're like I said before, if you're a type of person like me that like big giant devices, you're going to want a taller device and a wider device. I always love the big boxy shape of the Note. I just love that. It's just no other phone out there like it. And like the Google Pixel, the newer Google Pixel, they tried to basically copy Samsung boxy shape, but it's still not quite is on the Note level. They trying to, but it's still not the same. But as you can see, it's just a little wide. Let me turn on the display. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. Now this fingerprint sensor trying to act up. All right, now I got to put in my code for this one because I've had it off. All right, okay. The boot up is kind of slow. I don't know why it takes so long to boot up. That's annoying. All right, so you can see that the Note 20 is a little bit wider. Of course, it's a little bit taller. And also when it comes to thickness, the Note 20 Ultra is also thicker. And I like that because I don't like thin phones. Like this phone is very uncomfortable to hold in my hand without a case because this stabs me in my hand. And I'm not saying, and I'm not talking about even holding it tight. I'm just saying it's just not the most comfortable device to hold in my hand without a case because it's just thin. I don't like thin devices. I really don't. So with this one, it has a nice thickness to it and it's definitely way more comfortable to hold in my hand without a case. Way more comfortable. So that's mainly for people that, you know, they don't like to use cases on their phone. You know, you rather go, you know, butt naked raw dog, then this is going to feel more comfortable in your hand, in my opinion. All right. Now, when it comes to design, of course, there are two different designs, as you can see. Now, I've always loved the design of the Note 10 Plus. I thought it was very elegant. The cameras weren't protruding. But I got to tell you, this design of the Note 20 Ultra has definitely grown on me. I really like it. You know, now I like it better. It's just so elegant. I love that bronze color. I love how you can see the same colors around the camera rings, the same color as the phone. I love this frosted back. Like, I love this design. I'm not going to even lie. This design is still beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But this thing is absolutely stunning. It really is. It really is. So I love the design of the Note 20 Ultra better. But you can see the design is very, very different. Next, and I already just talked about it, you got the frosted back on the Note 20 Ultra. You have a glossy back on the Note 10 Plus. So this is a fingerprint magnet. This is not. Next, let's talk about the speakers. Now, both have dual stereo speakers tuned by AKG, Dolby Atmos, but the Note 20 Ultra's speakers are louder than that of the Note 10 Plus. And also, when we're talking about speakers, with the Note 20 Ultra, the speakers will move from the right side to the left side. As you can see, the speaker on the Note 10 Plus is on the right. The Note 20 Ultra speaker is moved to the left. I don't like that placement because when you're watching content and you got it like this, you're definitely going to be covering up the speaker because it's right down here where your palm is at. So I don't like that. They should have left it up here. I don't know why they moved that. But Samsung always seems to do something that, you know, upsets people. Like, I mean, I know that might not be a big deal for a lot of people, but as you can see, the speaker is over here. This is where it's always been. And Samsung always got to just do something, excuse me, to irritate their consumers, in my opinion. Next, the S Pen has been moved from the right, where it's always been from the original Note. Now on the Note 20 Ultra has been moved to the left. I absolutely hate this placement. Just like when they took the power button that was on the right and moved it to the left for the Note 10 Plus. Why? I just hate that. I hate that. So I don't like the S Pen being over here on the left. I know some people may think it's not a big deal. Just move your hand over. It's uncomfortable. It feels very, very awkward for a right-handed person. Now, for a left-handed person, and you hold the phone in your right hand, then ain't no big deal. But no, when I'm going to use the S Pen, phone is in my left, take it out with my right. It's just, I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll adjust to it because I had to adjust to the power button being on the left of this. So maybe it's going to take me a little more time to adjust to it. All right, next, with the Note 20 Ultra, came with the Comes with 128 gigs of internal storage. The Note 10 Plus came with 256 gigs of internal storage. So I don't know why Samsung decided to scale down the internal storage. I don't like that, even though it comes with expandable storage. I don't like that. You should have kept it at 256, especially you charge $200 more for the Ultra. So I think that was a dumb decision by Samsung. So if you want more internal storage, you'll get it on the Note 10 Plus. Next, 25-watt fast charging capability of the Note 20 Ultra. You also get 25-watt fast charging on the Note 10 Plus, but you can also charge this. This also is 45-watt capable. So you could take a 45 watts charger and power this device, and you'll power it up in less than an hour. On the Note 20 Ultra with 25 watt, it's going to take you about hour, 10 minutes, hour, 15 minutes, something like that. So here, less than an hour. So I don't know why they took away the 45 watt capabilities from the Note 20 Ultra, and it's supposed to be an Ultra phone. So why would you scale down the wattage? I don't get that. Okay. And I miss the 45 watt charging capabilities of the Note 10 Plus. I do. Next, let's talk about the cameras. Now, the cameras have been slightly improved. You'll get great photos and videos on both these devices. So it's not like this phone is light years ahead of this phone. It's not. Now, this phone does have laser autofocus that this phone does not have. So every picture that I've taken with this phone has been perfect. I'm not going to lie. It's been perfect. With this one, I'll say 98% of the time, the photos are great. But so far with this one, every single picture I've taken, no matter the scenario, the pictures have been perfect. Now, also with the Note 20 Ultra, you're getting 5 times optical zoom and 50 times hybrid zoom. With the Note 10 Plus, you're getting 2 times optical zoom and 10 times hybrid zoom. Now, a lot of people don't care about all that zoom. They don't need to zoom into anything maybe more than 5 times. But it's just nice to have the option to zoom in something 50 times if you need to see something far away. It's just nice to have that option. So it's just amazing to me that phones can zoom in that much, especially phones now. I have the Mi 11 Ultra that can zoom in 120 times. So that's just amazing for a phone. For a smartphone to be able to do that. Now, usually that's for regular cameras, DSLRs. You expect that from them, but not from a smartphone. So that's pretty amazing. But that's the difference when it comes to the cameras. All right. Next, the Note 20 Ultra has 120 hertz refresh rate. The Note 10 Plus does not have a high refresh rate. Now, that was a huge mistake that Samsung made when they made the Note 10 Plus, because there were other devices that were using higher refresh rates. They were using 90 hertz refresh rates at the time. So they really dropped the ball on this one, not using at least minimum 90 hertz refresh rate on this device. Now, once you do start using a phone that has a higher refresh rate, 90 or 120, you're going to notice the difference, and you're not going to want to go back to 60 hertz. I didn't think I'd feel that way, but it just, after a while, you just get so used to that smoothness, to that buttery smoothness when you're going in and out of apps, when you're scrolling. You just get used to it, and you're not going to want to go back to 60 hertz. But it's not a must-have feature, because there's budget phones that can give you 120 hertz now. So them making, premium devices acting like it's a big deal now, it's not a big deal, because my Redmi Note 11 Pro, that's $279, has 120 hertz on it. And it's super buttery smooth. So, but that, if you were always wanting a Note that had a high refresh rate, the Note 20 is the way to go. Next, no headphones in the box with the Note 20 Ultra. If you buy this brand new, or if you buy it open box, if it comes with the headphone, you're going to get a pair of AKG headphones with the Note 10 Plus. This is when Samsung decided to take away the headphones on the Note 20 Ultra. So I don't like that. Next, with the Note 20 Ultra, you got a slightly larger battery at 4,500 milliamps. The Note 10 Plus comes with 4,300 milliamps. Now, in my opinion, they get the same, excuse me, they get the same amount of battery life to me. I can get through a full day with both. I can't really get into the next day with either phone, honestly. So this wasn't really an improvement with the Note 20 Ultra. They should have put a 5,000 milliamp battery in this device like they did the S20 Ultra. So they dropped the ball on that one. Next, the Note 20 Ultra comes with 4.5 watt reverse wireless charging. The Note 10 Plus comes with 9 watts of reverse wireless charging. I don't understand. Once again, Ultra device. Why would you drop it from 9 all the way down to 4.5 when the previous model you gave us 9 watts? Like, I don't understand that. Like, Samsung, like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? That's just so stupid. $200 more in price, and you're still giving me less. And I hope you all, the consumer, really realize what's going on. And the only way that they're going to change, you have to stop buying their products, honestly. Keep what you have or go to another company or buy an older model. It's like, it's not worth it. They're not going to stop doing this unless we let them know how disgusted we are with what they're doing. We got to stand up. We all got to stick together, and we all got to complain about these things. That's the only way change is going to happen. Next, 15 watt wireless charging on the Note 20 Ultra, 15 watt wireless charging on the Note 10 Plus. No improvement. So this is the Ultra phone, $200 more, and they didn't even improve the wireless charging. It stayed the same. Next, you do have a smaller camera cutout on the front display with the Note 20 Ultra as opposed to the Note 10 Plus. Now I'm gonna put these back in their cases because they're very hard for me to handle without them being in their case. They're just slippery. So let me put them back in the case. Then this will be a little easy for me to deal with them. Okay. All right. So when you look at the front, well, this one you can't tell only because this is black in that spot. But trust me, the camera cutout is much smaller on the Note 20 Ultra. If that's a big deal to you, this one is definitely bigger. Not a big deal for me either way. But for those of you that don't even like them and you wanted something smaller, this is definitely going to be smaller. I wish I could, let me see. Let me go in here. Show you, so I can show you. Okay, there you go. I'll take you to both. All right, hold on a second. All right, so now you can really see it. Now, it's not the biggest deal, but it's definitely a lot smaller on the Note 20 Ultra, if that's something that will bother you. Because some people just don't like camera cutouts at all. They just don't. That's why some people won't give up the Note 9, because it don't have a camera cutout at all. But it does have a pretty thick bezel at the top, which I don't really care for at this point. All right, next. All the buttons on the Note 20 Ultra are on the right side. All the buttons on the Note 10 Plus are on the left side. Now, if you're a lefty, you're not going to have a problem with the Note 10 Plus. If you're a righty like me, you're going to be happy that all the buttons are on the right side, which I definitely love. I love having all the buttons on the right side. Next, you're getting a newer processor in the Note 20 Ultra at with the Snapdragon 865 Plus. You got the Snapdragon 855 Plus, 855 in the Note 10 Plus. Both are, nice and fast and smooth, but of course, the Note 20 Ultra is a little bit faster, but you're not going to have a problem with performance with the Note 10 Plus. Next, the Note 20 Ultra will receive Android 13. The Note 10 Plus is only getting Android 12, and that's the last Android update as far as Google's concerned. And also, it'll be One UI 4.0 will be the last One UI update on this device as well. And the next and last thing is the latency with the S Pen. Now, the S Pen, I think on the Note 10 Plus, I could be mistaken, supposed to be 43 latency, and the Note 20 Ultra is supposed to dropped it all the way down to 9 latency. I don't know. Now, when I've used both S Pens, they feel exactly the same, honestly. Now, the only way maybe somebody out there that's an artist, maybe you be able to tell the difference between the two with the latency. I can't. They both feel exactly the same. They both feel great, very responsive, and very, very smooth, like, you're writing with a pen or a pencil. So both S Pens are great, excuse me, in my opinion. So those are the differences between the Note 20 Ultra and the Note 10 Plus. Should you upgrade from the Note 20 Ultra to the Note 10 Plus? That's up to you. It's really up to you. Do I think you should? I would say no, unless you just want the last Note, the last official Note, not unless you just want a Note with a frosted back. You want a bigger display. You want a thicker display. You want the 120 hertz refresh rate. Things like that. That would be the only reason. Because honestly, there is no other reason to upgrade, in my opinion. For me, it's just because it's the last Note. And I've always, liked the Note series. So the only two Notes I haven't had was the original Note and the second Note. But from the Note 3 up until this Note, I've had them all. And this phone is a beast. Don't get it twisted now. The cameras on here are great. The performance is great. The display is great. The build quality is great. The battery life is good. It's not great, but it's good. The speakers are great. This is a great device. But is it a worthy upgrade from the Note 10 Plus to this? I would say no. If you're coming from the Note 9 or later, I would say yes. And I know there's disagree with me. Oh, the Note 9 is better. That's okay. Like I said, you're entitled to your opinion. But to me, the Note 10 Plus and the Note 20 Ultra is definitely an upgrade from the Note 9. Even with those 4 things that these devices don't have that device has. But is the Note 20 Ultra a worthy upgrade from the Note 10 Plus? I have to say no. Definitely not. So thank you for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. I hope everybody out there is staying safe and you're doing well. And I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.